Yeah, exactly. Bravo man, thank you. And allora, it's not for vegetarians because one ingredient is guanciale. Guanciale is this the cheek of the pork that is seasoned and it becomes like bacon, but it's more delicate and it's cut in little cubes. And the recipe is very simple because they just eggs, yolks. Yeah, they're egg yolks. And a lot of pecorino cheese. Pecorino is a cheese made with sheep milk. Okay? And basically egg yolks, guanciale, similar to bacon, and pecorino cheese. But the sauce becomes very, very creamy. And this is one of the features of the Roman cuisine. Then Janice mentioned artichokes. Yes, also artichokes are the basics of the Roman cuisine. Artichokes, you may know, they have different qualities. There are the oval shaped one, the larger one. The one in Rome, oh la la, are called. I'm trying to divert your attention from the from the track and listen to me. Come on, listen to the artichoke. Allora, there is. Allora, by the way, these trees to your right are all chestnuts. See, the ones that are changing colors with a oval shape, and also to the left, oval shaped leaf are chestnuts. Now the fruit, I guess it's already gone because it's time. You see, and the fruit comes in a very thorny pod, and inside you have the chestnut. So anyway, the season of the artichokes is very long. It goes through winter until the early spring. And I think in late spring we have those gigantic artichokes, which are really big and round, and they're called the mamme, like mother. Those are the best deep fried. So how would they do? They take the artichoke from the stem, they smash it a little bit on the table counter in order for the leaves to open, and then they deep fry it Vesuvius. You see, now we see the view from the top. Is lamb. So if you like lamb, you go and try it. Either the little cutlets or what they call abbacchio. Abbacchio is the tiny lamb, and it's written A-double-B-A double C-H-I-O, abbacchio. So if you find that on the menu, you know that it's meat and it's lamb. Of course, then there are a lot of other specialties. I don't think you would enjoy them because they are dealing with tribes or and so they discovered that the special quality of the water of Gragnano was always also preserving the pasta for 3-4 weeks during the shipping. So this is why Gragnano became so famous. Of course, today the production of pasta is not homemade as it used to be. It's an industry, but they still use the same water, which is important. So when you buy pasta in Gragnano, on the label there is written that it's made here using this water. Although the process is not homemade anymore. Homemade and then families were living at home, they were making pasta and then they would dry it on top of the roof. Now we don't do that anymore. The pasta. Yes. Although there are two different kinds of pasta, so I was not correct before. Allora, the pasta that you buy in the supermarket and it's hard, like spaghetti, penne, tortiglioni, fusilli, that is made only with water and durum wheat. D-U-R-U-M wheat. And then it's a soft dough that has to be dried, okay? And that needs to be boiled at least 7-8 minutes. Then we have noodles, which is completely different. So ravioli, tortellini, tagliatelle, pappardelle. Those are water, flour, normal flour, and eggs. And then you don't need to dry that. You have to eat it right away. So when you touch it, it's soft, like ravioli, tagliatelle, and it doesn't last forever. So you can keep it for maybe 3-4 days, but then you have to eat it. And when you cook it, usually it goes for 2-3 minutes and it's done. Okay, so this is the difference between pasta fresca, so fresh, and pasta normale, which is hard. Okay. I'm trying to divert your attention because I can see that you're still like, oh my goodness, what am I doing here? bigger cities like Rome, Milan, Naples, Genoa and Bologna. And so we call them area metropolitana, so metropolitan